Welcome back to the show, everyone. Vancouver, of course, has a renowned contemporary art scene. We love talking about it, and we love talking to people who know more about it than we do, which is pretty
much everybody, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jennifer Winsor, you've met her on our show before from the Winsor Gallery, is here to tell us about what is hot in art this
All right,
May.
Jennifer.
How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Nice to see you.
So we're going to talk about all sorts of things, but we're going to begin with the grad shows, because this is a great way to see some new artists.
It's a fantastic way. It's a super energy-filled series of events. Very much fun to attend, but also really educational, because you're going to see what's up and coming.
Cool. So Emily Carr has their grad show as well, and you're part of that with Winsor Gallery as well. But talk about the show itself first.
There's two. There's the undergrad and the graduate shows. So you see the master's students, you know, the result of their labors over several years, and the graduate student. And it's just a huge array of video, installation work, paintings, drawings.
And there's always such a mix of absolutely everything at these shows, too.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's go to UBC. I've been to the Emily Carr one many times, but I've never gone to the UBC grad show. Tell us about this one.
Well, and this is where Jeff Wall and Roy Arden came from.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Good to keep your finger on the button here, too. So they have their graduate show in May, and in September is their master's program show.
You know, Jennifer, people always talk about, you know, finding young artists and emerging, and so many people that purchase art come into it as that artist has already entered their, you know, prodigious years and sort of in terms of the financials, their growth years as well. What does it take to find that person, you know, sort of at the beginning of the career? Is it just going to these shows and trusting what you like, or?
That's a great question. Gut is good, because you want to love what you acquire, but I think it's really important to do some research. When you go to these shows, you're going to see who's won awards.
Yeah.
The Emily Carr Awards and the extra awards, you know, that are there, and this is financed by various patrons, and these are all juried independently, so you're getting the top, the cream of the crop.
So good thing to do your research as well as listen to your instinct.
100%. And listen to the curators, you know, listen to what the museums are doing and which gallerists are picking up these graduates to start representing them.
So you must take a keen fascination and interest in these grad shows and as you're going through, because you guys participate in this in terms of the awards and stuff as well.
Absolutely, we do, and we're very proud to be, it's 5 years now we've been giving an award at Emily Carr, and also one at Concordia in Montreal.
So have you already decided for Emily Carr and for the show?
I don't get a say.
Right.
It's this jury.
You're just part of it, and then the jury decides.
They tell us, and we've been thrilled with their choices for the last 4 years. It's very exciting.
Okay, we're going to look at some pictures right now. Tell us about the first artist we're seeing here.
We are seeing, yes, this is DeLuna, and she is an amazing artist who works, these are portraits of her own body, and she's embossed them and sort of elaborated on them, if you will. And their sort of theme is the resilience of the human body. And they focus on sort of scars and the history of a person's life as shown on their body.
So the things, the owies, right? Yeah. You take it as you go. Let's talk, now we'll move on from the grad shows and stuff to the art hop that happens in Vancouver. Tell us about the art hop and the concept behind this.
This is Canadian Arts, one of our prominent national art magazines. This is their event. And they come to Vancouver, they're coming to Vancouver and running 6 tours that take place over the same day, staggered. And each tour is a different area of the city, and each tour features one artist who's speaking. It's very intimate, a way to come get up close and personal. So which artists are going to be
speaking in some of the neighborhoods?
Well, I think we've got Angela Grossman speaking at our gallery on the Granville Street pitch. I think the really exciting speaker is going to be Douglas Copeland, who's starting it all off at Van City with his interviewer is Richard Rhodes, the editor of the magazine. So that's
and we have to stop for a sec to discuss this piece that we're looking at here.
This is Angela Grossman, right? Yeah.
This is Angela Grossman. Yeah, this is her work. So she'll be discussing what influences her, and then she creates these gorgeous paintings, and she also has collages which have much more of a historical theme to them, as the materials she uses are from all different eras, as well as the actual figure she ends up depicting.
So interesting to have the artists at our access to hear them speak about their work, too. I think we forget about this when we're in our own city. We don't celebrate that, but it is an amazing thing to experience.
And it takes away that intimidation aspect that so many people are nervous about a gallery and just walking into a gallery, never mind approaching an artist. And so a lot of these women and men are gifted speakers and, you know, highly educated, and it's extremely interesting to listen to them and and ask questions.
And listening to someone like Angela, I mean, it really deepens the impact of her art, having some insight and some understanding and where it's coming from and her process and everything, right? It's all fascinating.
Far better than anyone else can explain it. You
Nice.
know, we do our best. Anyone working with the artist does their best, but it's nothing better than either going to a studio and having that kind of a visit or sitting with them in a gallery.
And what's going on at your gallery?
What is going on? Well, we're winding up Angela's show, and we're very excited to open Gabriel's show in May, Gabriel Harrison, who works with paintings, floral paintings, and in Braille.
Yeah, I think we actually have a few of the images, and we do have time to show them as well. And explain the correlation between the paintings and the Braille.
On the Braille works, Gabriel is a poet, and so she writes lovely poems and has them transcribed into Braille and uses the Braille work as the base of her paintings, and they're quite large in scale. She then covers them with various tones of gold leaf, paints over top of them, and has diamonds actually on some of these too. So they're stunning to behold.
But what a great way to tell a story.
Well, this is it. There's a bit of a mystery about it, and they're so tactile. And then, as I say, she provides you with the poem itself.
So you don't have to spend a lifetime sorting out the Braille.
Well, always nice to see you, Jennifer. We want to mention once again, May is a hot month for art in Vancouver with the spring student shows that we mentioned. If you want to check them out, you can certainly do so. The Emily Carr and the UBC ones that we've been talking about. Do not miss them. Such a great thing to go and attend and just have a great time enjoying the art.
And also the Art Hop, where you can discover some new and talented artists here in the city. You can go along with that and get a beautiful introduction from one of the featured artists and then go through the neighborhood as well. So
Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you.
Nice to see you. We're going to take a quick break, and when we